Come to this, the Ridley versus the PT, a marquee matchup worthy of any venue. Where else to do it but Xanadu? Welcome to Grand Finals here at Xanadu Homecoming. Call sign twitch.tv/VGBootCamp 2. Pokemon Stadium 2 is the destination for game number 1.
Absolutely, but this is where things get a little bit dicey, right? Squirtle, we've talked about him a little bit earlier. This character so tiny, so lethal, right? With how fast they are. The frame data they have is absolutely insane. And going against a character who potentially has, not potentially, but does have one of the biggest bodies in the game in general, like literal combo food, right? It's going to be interesting to see how they try to battle. And this is where things get a little dicey here. One down there with a weak hit on that, but no, don't worry about it.
Take that and rewind it back. Give me 2 with a side of fries. And Quidd going to draw first blood against Smub. You did well to earn your way here, kid, but you got to understand, one of us won a major, and it ain't you.
Damn, okay, Stu.
We're built different in Tri-State. What can we say?
I get that, but damn, you're just like...
Hey,
you're arguing for Quidd at this point. Listen, I know you're trying to be neutral, but this is commentator bias at least a little bit. But either way.
I mean, at what point, go ahead and point out the lie in the sentence, first of all.
Hey, listen, look, if we're talking about stats and stuff, yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I get it. I get it.
But here's the thing. That's simply just facts. This is the winner of Let's Make Big Moves 2022.
It is facts.
And
that is
did
facts.
quite well in order to do it. And right now, up 3 stocks to 1 on a worthy opponent, one that has proven himself so throughout the course of this bracket. And this is the first time that they have met up in bracket, at least in a competitive setting just as a whole. And we're seeing Smug definitely be able to get the licks on this PT, but it might just take an adjustment period. How big of an adjustment period does Smub have is the question.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Smub can find a way. Because keep in mind, he did knock out Beats in losers bracket, right? So he did fight a PT to get here, but obviously Quidd is just built a little different at the moment. I mean,
how to make Bullet Seed useful.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Twitter. You look at the Twitter handle. It's Quidd_Ivysaur, right? So Ivysaur is definitely the name of the game for this guy. Who, by the way, I don't care what any PT main says. They're all wrong. Ivysaur is still the best up to 3. All right. I don't care how you guys think or feel about it because you're wrong. But either way, we saw the damage. We saw the damage that Squirtle did, right? That Squirtle was tearing Ridley apart, and then you had Ivysaur to try and close him out of those stocks. Ooh, man, that was definitely a tough one. I don't think we saw Charizard actually be played at any point in time.
Ivysaur was always going to star in this matchup. Because, I mean, the ability to, like, Squirtle is going to carry a lot of weight on its poor little small-shelled back. Don't get me wrong, and being able to win the game on the flat ground. But in order to confirm advantage state, you have such a big body, and a hitbox the size of the state of Maryland, of course you're going to use it. But that was always going to be a problem for Smub, who may well be forced off of the Ridley if those results keep up. That was a 3-stock victory. And I will say, like, I know that I'm Tri-State or whatever. I'm kind of lamenting that fact because Smub has become quickly one of my favorite players to commentate. This Ridley is nothing.
It's pretty wild.
It's pure entertainment, but my God, is it effective.
Yeah, no, and there we go. Quidd, man, definitely continues to put the pressure down. Another up air. Oh, not going to be able to land that one, though. Goes for the back throw. Throwing out a Razor Leaf for 2 just to disrupt. And this should be a stock coming up. Oh, what a beautiful air dodge, man.
Yeah.
You could tell that Quidd was not ready for that.
I mean, Smub is being forced to get creative off of the ledge. You cannot autopilot against this Ivysaur. The way that it confirms at ledge is utterly just devastating. Flare Blitz across the stage is going to be punished. Yeah, you don't want to turn your back to a monster like me. Now it's going to be 2 stocks each after... Yeah, it's going to be a quick little confirm from the Ivysaur. Not breaking too much of a sweat. You call it out, call me when I'm needed, and yeah, just back into the ball you go.
Okay, but there we go. The water gun just trying to keep him off stage a little bit longer.
Oh, no.
And that's a tough spot. Yep, switch to Charizard. That's it. He's done. He's gone. He's out of there, man. And this is the adaptation we needed to see from Smub in the first place.
Smub is going to have to rely on some... He's going to have to break out the Book of the Dark Arts if he wants to take down this PT. And yeah, the thing is, there's no guarantee that either of these 3 pocket monsters are going to play honest with you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, you're the Pirate King. Go ahead and tell me what's honest about that particular profession. Got the fireballs.
I like the instant tether, too, right to the ledge. Didn't want to mess around at all. Oh. But hey, Quidd's like, don't worry, man. I got one here for you.
That felt fair.
That felt dare.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, I am going to smack the taste out of your mouth after this. Anyway, we're going to get the up airs and the vine whips. Just keep them at a distance. I mean, that side B can't hurt you if it can't even reach you. And now we're seeing mixing in the nairs, giving them the spark of hope. But this Ivysaur, so well practiced. Again, this is a major win in Ivy.
What was that bullet seed? What? Why? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's it. Well,
Yeah,
you know what?
Fun with it.
Smub's going to be able to answer back. You can see him pop up a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what? That's what he needs. Again, like, I know we got Puppe down in, like, Sova, but, like, he doesn't come up here as much as, like, we wish he could. Listen, that trip is rough. I'm not even as far south as Puppe is, but it took me 4 hours to get here today.
No, when I drove my truck up from Texas, I took it through Richmond and, you know, like through Virginia Beach and all that. That drive sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. Yeah. So
MDVA drivers are terrible.
You got to understand, this is
you
Maryland
guys can't drive.
and Virginia. Virginia does extend, as a matter of fact, all the way out to the eastern point of Tennessee, what's called what was called the state of Franklin. But it's I'm just an American history geek.
Hey, it's Franklin.
I mean, look, there's a
Come into your
So basically, that one part of the Carolinas, it used to be part of the Carolinas. They didn't want to be part of it anymore, and they were just kind of separated off from the rest of the state by the mountains. So they just wanted to be their own state, and they tried to petition Benjamin Franklin to make them a part of it.
Bro, I'm sure we could have a whole conversation.
Yeah. Look it up if you want. Anyway,
I graduated high school. I'm done learning about American history, all right?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I just watch random videos at 3 a.m. on YouTube.
Dude, I get that. I 100% get that. But anyway, speaking of Franklin, hey, it's Franklin. We got one turtle here putting down the work on the smub. And this is definitely a problem indeed. Yep, back throw, get him back out there.
Yeah, was there a fireball spitting dragon on Franklin? I got to think about that. But anyway. Gonna get the air dodge back to the stage. Smub not playing nice with either the turtle or the cabbage dog. Gonna get the vine whip, however. Just those little knockback moves are so crucial to give Quidd the space that he needs to operate, but willing to get down and dirty with the Zard. I kind of wonder how much this Zard is going to see in terms of use, and in fact, going to get the first kill on screen, I believe, that we have seen from Quidd in this top 8, courtesy of that up B.
Yeah, that was actually a little insane there, too, that side B from Ridley actually did not connect to Charizard, because Charizard's a big body, right? I thought that would have connected, but, you know, I don't know, Quidd's got the cheat code or something. But go throw out this Fire Breath here, the Flamethrower, just getting a little bit of extra percentage in the back air.
Okay,
yep, great tech, though. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it was always going to be tech, but, you know, Quidd was ready with the follow-up, staying alive at 182%. Gotta say, for a character that maybe Quidd isn't quite as confident in as the other two, that Zard did quite a lot of work, taking a stock off of Smub and carrying this Ridley up to triple digits. So, look, when you gotta be ready when your name is called. That Zard was ready, and though there are some bruises on its purple skin, did the job just fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's every heavy in this game, though. They're going to command at least a little bit of respect, right? Charizard is no stranger to that. But does have to be careful throwing out those Flare Blitzes like we saw earlier. By the way, as long as you shield Flare Blitz, you can punish it with Ganondorf up tilt, by the way. That's how punishable that move is if it's on shield. But either way, getting another stock out of the way for Quidd. And he's going to continue up air frenzy, putting on 47.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're a big body, if you can't be respected, you can at least be feared. I mean, everyone bleeds. That's just the point of this game. No one is untouchable. We've seen goddesses lose, for goodness sake. And now Smub, maybe with a chip in a chair, but still has a chance. Certainly a lot more plausible than perhaps we would have thought at the beginning of this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that game 1 was so wildly in Quidd's favor. But as you can tell, no!
Oh, Smub!
Smub, I get it, man.
Smub.
I respect the hell out of this guy, man.
You can't help but respect that.
Is it stupid? Yes. But is it brave? Hell yes.
Yeah. No, sometimes you can't have... You can't define bravery with logic. Sometimes you just have to do it, and there's nothing wrong with just going for it. Like, either you get everything or you get nothing. We're at a horse racing track, for goodness sake.
That is actually facts.
We're not,
you got to put it all out there, man.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying bet your mortgage on horse number 4. That's not it. But what I am saying is, you know what, you got to take that calculated risk. Maybe there's a 5% chance it hits. But whatever. You're playing for a little bit of pride. You got to be willing to mix it up with the best out there. And Quidd, as you could certainly say, is among the best out there. One of the most feared and revered PTs that this planet has to offer, and looking to seal the deal here at Xanadu Homecoming, trying to bring this title back to Westchester, New York.
And I mean, got to see if he can get it done here in FD. It's definitely going to be a tough one for sure, as we see Quidd untouched for the first 20 seconds of this, continues to pile on this damage. The water gun to put a little bit out there. The downer not going to be able to connect. And finally, Smub on the board with at least 20, man. That was just one back air.
Yeah, looking for another one in continuance, but Ivysaur very wisely going over to ledge. Taking Smub the tournament point, 2 stocks each now. As 2 stocks to Smub. Quidd, very happy to remind me, I'm sure, that had 3, but now we're going to say that it just took a little bit of time to make me correct.
Yeah, that was a commentary blessing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! What?
That was the commentator being blessed, if we're being completely honest.
This little shelled Mario, man, just up-airing him to oblivion. He's got a flood too. He's got water gun. Oh my God, Mario with better frame data, which is terrifying.
Yeah, that's a little messed up now that I think about it. But going to parry the leaf, and it's taken me about 4 years to stop expecting that leaf to come back. So I think we do learn, each at our own pace, admittedly. But that nair, goodness gracious, I feel like people, PT mains especially, downplay the effectiveness of Ivysaur, saying, "Oh no, this character is actually bad." It's like, no, with all the characters that PT's set provides, this Ivysaur can be utilized as one of the biggest threats in the entire game. Stop saying it's bad. Maybe standalone, you can make the argument, but man, when you have to play around everything else, this thing is messed up.
Yeah, down throw, not going to be enough. Usually, we'll probably get about any lighter character, to be honest. That was fairly close, but also some great DI. But the dash attack, cleaning things up here for Quidd, as he is 1 stock away from being homecoming champion.
And Quidd has only entered, I want to say, like 4 tournaments this entire month. Again, is not able to grind as hard, but the tournaments that they do go out to, they are nothing short of effective. They've only lost 2 sets this entire month. I mean, that's at the hands of C and Leon. Those are not bad names to have sets dropped to, but we're going to see now if Smub has what it takes to make it back. Sitting at 43%, this is certainly doable, but this stock has to get taken right now.
I mean, 179, there we go.
There you go.
Give him a hand, man. Put him all the way out to the blast zone, and he's got one more chance to try and find a way to just stay alive here, but it's already 70%, and we know how this Squirtle works, man. He will not stop putting down the percentage.
Yeah, and the confidence to be able to just sit there staring at him. At 0%, gonna try to stuff him at the goal line, but at triple digits, Smub just running out of room, and Quidd could be looking to push him off the edge and be the last Soar standing here at Xanadu Homecoming. The Vine Whip, Smub was not ready for that. We saw how close he got to the blast zone just there. Will this be enough?
Oh, another grab, man. The down throw not going to be enough here to close it all out. Smub just looking for a way down. Gets the back air. Oh, you got to be careful, man. That Ivysaur will grab you, but no. The Razor Leaf into the up air, and that's going to be it. Smub being ever the sportsman here, just going up, give him the old fist bump, say, hey, good games, man. But Quidd, man, wow, what a player.
You already know this Quidd's got game, and he is going to take Xanadu Homecoming here at Xanadu Games at Laurel Park. And what a showing it was, worthy of the matinee billing for certain. And the thing is, I was kind of worried because we don't see Quidd as at many tournaments as perhaps we could. But showing, just the technical ability is always there. Even if you're not seeing him on the results sheet, he's always grinding, always working, always willing to dispense wisdom, obviously, but certainly willing to give it out the hard way as well. And Smub should take a few lessons from that, obviously. But my goodness, what an amount of respect that I have for Smub at the end of this one. That kid is going to be so scary going forward, and you have to think that Quidd has a certain amount of respect that he just
he's been building up slowly, man. Like he just continues to take W's everywhere he goes. I mean, even regardless of how you feel about the Let's Make Big Moves 2022, you still won a major, right? Doesn't matter how big it is a major. You did that. So I mean, Quidd is just going to continue to prove himself
with a character that people have been doubting for so long.
And the character's good, man. Play PT. My God, all the problems you have in the meta right now, PT solves so much of that. Tweak, play PT again. I beg you.
You know
I beg
what?
you.
You heard it from Skiff.